So today we're draining the oil change on an Astra K 1.6 diesel. Now, I've already drained the oil out, but I just want to show a quick. I'll try and do this because I've drained the oil out. Now, oil filter lives up in here, in there, and the sump plug is there, but it's at the back. Right, cloth. So basically it's just so that what you need, the bucket's in the way. The oil filter lives up in there. As I say, the sump plug goes in at the back. So what you're going to need is, you're going to come out into the light a wee bit better. Right, so that's your sump plug, which is there's a spline socket in there, but it's a 15mm on that, right, and then that's your oil filter housing. Now on the boat with oil filter housing is a wee plug. And it's because the oil filter sits up that way, and you can drain that out, and that way you don't end up with oil everywhere. So you're a 15mm spanner for the sump plug, 15mm, and then Allen key bolt for the plug on the oil filter, which I believe is a number, it's not focusing, a number 6, and that is 24. So 15mm for a sump plug, number 6, or a spline, I'm not sure, but I used a 15, and a 24mm socket for that. So what we'll do is I'll just put you there for a moment, and we'll just put this wee thing back in here. Yeah, a wee light. New oil filter, which goes in and click. Right. Right. I'll try and catch this, but I don't know if I'm going to. I say I'd already drained the oil out here. So what we'll do now is we'll shift this out the road. So it's finished draining. I'll get the, oh God almighty, sump plug back in there. Getting way too old for this. I'm doing things like this in the street. That's the wrong one. 15mm. You don't want to make this too tight. Just tight enough. I usually just get a wee dink, 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 dink. Clunk, clunk, clunk. So it's on the back, see? And then we put the oil filter in. It's a bit tricky to get in there. Come on. There we go. It doesn't feel right, does it? Is it just me? Oh, there we go. That's it. Right. Sit you that in there again in a wee second. I get my socket. Make sure I get that the right way round. Right. That'll do it. The cloth, give it a nice wipe. Pretty much. That's that. That's that. I'm going to turn the camera around to see, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. So it leaves me in focus, but that just gives you a rough idea where it is. God almighty. Big gum. And that's the oil in the filter. In. So, I know, oil. It's Dexos 2. Dexos 2 in this Astra. So, it's just a case of putting in what you've taken it. I should have probably wiped that before I took the fucking cap off. Let me just make sure I get it that way. What I usually do is stick in about 3 litres, 3.5 litres. Try it. I think it's 4.5 litres. 4.5 litres it goes in this. As in. Right, that will do for the moment. Where's I put the keys? Where did I put the keys? The next thing we need to do is, because my car said it was needing change engine oil soon, so bonnet open. I bet it doesn't do it now. Bonnet open, fuel level low, change engine oil soon, right? So let's get rid of that, get rid of the bonnet being open. I'm going to just quickly start it up. Ding 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 ding, be quiet. Just enough to get the oil through the filter. and then I'm going to turn it off, leave it a couple of minutes, and then I'll check the oil levels and just top it up as I go along. I know the bonnet's open shop. Right, so change engine oil soon. So depending on what model you've got in your stock, if I click on menu, is it that one actually? I think it might be that one. No, it's not that one. Bear with me. Aye, so take it to the middle, scroll down until you get to remaining oil life. It says reset, press the button. Now as I say, depending on what car you've got and what stock you've got, you press that, press and hold, I think. Are you sure you want to reset? Scroll up to yes, press that. There you go, 100%. That gets rid of the remaining oil life. I need oil. There's a thing with these Astras, excuse me, when they're really rattly when they start them up. This one doesn't seem to do it, but my car, as you can see, has got 57, well, just there, 57,000 miles. Mine doesn't do it, but it's something to do with the time. There's timing chain, hydraulic timing chain tensioners on these, and what happens is when you turn your car off at night and you get in the house, the oil drains out of the tensioner. One of my neighbours. The oil drains out the tensioners during the night, so when you get in it in the morning, the rattle is the slackness in the chain until the tensioners fill back up. So I believe. But mine doesn't do that when I start it in the mornings. It doesn't rattle. I don't get that rattle. Whether they've been changed or no, I don't know. But I've been quite lucky with it so far. So that's pretty much it. Don't worry about the motor phone on me because I've got one wheel on the pavement. So just to recap, 15mm for a sump plug, your Allen key for the bottom of the oil filter, and a 24mm for the oil filter housing. And then what we can do now is we'll just sit here again. If that's actually going. I think they're moving. The motor's actually quite level sitting here actually with one wheel up the pavement. We'll just see how much is in it. I'll just keep doing this every couple of minutes until I get it right. I think it's 4 litres, but I'm not quite sure. We're not even touching the sides. Not even touching the sides, so put another wee dribble in it. I'll stick another litre in it. It'll take a wee minute or two for that to drop down and I can check that level. But anyway, still not even on the sides yet. That's about 4 litres I've put in that. What I'll do is I shall pause you the now. So, had a wee pause there, just so I've dropped the car back half pavement and right. So we're about halfway up. Put another wee bit in it, but halfway up. So a 5 litre bottle leaves you with that amount in it, so I could probably put another wee drip in it. Anyway, hope that helps for anyone with 1.6 diesel Astra, which is that shape. Hope it helps anybody. I'll see you later.